તિલક સ્કૂલ ઓફ સાયન્સ બામણમાં ઓનલાઈન અભ્યાસ રસાયણ વિજ્ઞાન લેસન 2 દ્રાવણમાં તમારું હાર્દિક સ્વાગત છે. સ્કૂલ દિવસે દિવસે પહેલાં ઝલક જોઈશું અને સૌથી પહેલાં જોરદાર રિઝલ્ટ વિશે તમે વિચારી શકો છો કે આપણા મજાનું રિઝલ્ટ અહીંયા તૈયાર છે. ઓકે, ત્યાર પછી આપણી સ્કૂલમાં ધાર્મિક કુમારને, મિત કુમારને, હિમાક્ષીને, ખુશીબેનને શું મળ્યા છે? સ્કોલરશિપ સર્ટિફિકેટો મળ્યા છે. અને એ જ રીતે આપણું આ ધોરણ 12નું પરિણામ તમે જોઈ શકો છો. તો એવી જ તમારા પાસે પણ અપેક્ષા સાથે આપણે.
So dear students, today we are going to talk about the osmotic pressure that I have already learned you, but what is written in book that we are going to study. There are many phenomena which we observe in nature or at home. For example, raw mangoes shrivel when picked into the brine. Okay, what is this? We used to speak as a પાણીચું અઠાણું. જે અઠાણું બનાવીએ છીએ ત્યારે આપણે એવું જોઈએ છે કે અઠાણુંમાં જે કેરી, કાચી કેરી હોય એને આપણે જો ખારા પાણીમાં મૂકી રાખીએ તો એ અથાઈ જાય ત્યારે તમે જોશો તો એકદમ એ ચીમડાઈ ગયેલી હોય. તો એ શ્રાઇબલ થઈ ગયેલી હોય એ આપણે પ્રિકલ કહીએ છીએ, સોલ્ટ વોટરની અંદર રાખીએ છીએ. એ જ રીતે આપણે વિલ્ટેડ ફ્લાવર્સ રિવ્યુ વેન પ્લેસ ઇન ફ્રેશ વોટરની અંદર આપણે જો શું મૂકી દઈએ, સુકાઈ ગયેલા ફૂલ મૂકી દઈએ તો એ પાછા તાજા થઈ જાય છે. બ્લડ સેલ કોલપ્સ વેન સસ્પેન્ડેડ ઇન સેમી સલાઇન વોટર. જો મીઠાના પાણીમાં આપણે બ્લડ મૂકીએ, બ્લડનો એકચ્યુઅલી રેડ કોરપ્સલ આપણે જો એમાં મૂકીએ તો રેડ કોરપ્સલ શું થઈ જાય છે? ફાટી જાય છે. સો ધીસ ઓલ થિંગ્સ આર વેરી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ ઇન કેમેસ્ટ્રી એન્ડ દેટ્સ વી આર ગોઈંગ ટુ સ્ટડી ટુડે એન્ડ ઇટ ઇઝ વેરી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ ઇવન. Okay, so that is our task today. Okay, what is going on when osmotic pressure is on? So osmotic pressure is thus this much important in the biology. If we look into this process, we find one thing common in all, that is all these substances are bounded by membranes. See, white cell RBC also bounded by some membrane, and this membrane is important. These membranes can be of animal or vegetable origin. This occurs naturally, such as the pig's bladder or parchment paper, or can be synthetic as a cellophane paper. These membranes appear be continuous sheets or films, yet they contain a network of submicroscopic holes or pores. Okay, so such membrane is known as semi-permeable membrane. See, in this figure you can see that one semi-permeable membrane is taken, and one solution is taken in dark blue color, and light blue color is our solvent, and which is separated by the semi permeable membrane. Now onwards we used to speak as a SPM, semi permeable membrane. It is containing some hole. Now what is happening? Okay, see, this semi permeable membrane allow only solvent to pass through it, but don't allow the solute, and that's why solvent only will be transferred out. So molecules like water can pass through these holes, but the passage of bigger molecules like solute in hindered. Okay, so membranes leaving these kinds of properties are known as semi-permeable membrane. So this is the definition of semi-permeable membrane. Assume that only solvent molecule can pass through this semi-permeable membrane. If the membrane is placed between the solvent and solution, as shown in figure 2.9 that we have seen, the solvent molecules will flow through the membrane from the pure solvent to solution. This process of flow of the solvent is called osmosis. So this is the definition of osmosis. When semi-permeable allowed only solvent to pass through it, okay, this process is known as osmosis. The flow of will continue till the equilibrium established. That means the amount of the solvent in both the layers becomes same, then it will is stopped. The flow of the solvent from its side to solution side across semi-permeable membrane can be stopped if some extra pressure is applied on the solution. That I have explained you on the board. This pressure that just stop the flow of solvent is called as osmotic pressure of the solution, and this is our definition of osmotic pressure. So here three definitions we have learned. First one was SPM, semi-permeable membrane. Second one was the osmosis, and third one was osmotic pressure. The flow of solvent from the dilute solution to the concentrated solution across the semi-permeable membrane is due to the osmosis. So here you can understand that very well. In this figure we are given two things. One is the solvent and another one is solution. Okay, see here in this figure you can understand that atmospheric pressure P is applied to the solvent side, but at solution side, to stop the flow of the solvent we have added extra pressure, that is pi. So atmospheric plus pi, this extra pressure is nothing but the osmotic pressure. Okay, the osmotic pressure is solution is the excess pressure that must be applied to a solution to prevent osmosis, that is to stop the passage of solvent molecules through a semi-permeable membrane into the solution. This is illustrated in this figure. I have explained that osmotic pressure is a colligative property. It depends on the number of solute molecules and not in their identity for dilute solution. Means it depends on the number of solution, how many number of particles are there in solution, that is the important, and that's why we have some different idea. Now number of solution in the particle is defined as a molarity, so that's we are going to study now. Okay, what is happening there? It has been found experimentally that osmotic pressure is proportional to the molarity C of the solution as given temperature. So pi is proportional to RT, and pi is proportional to CT, and to remove the proportionality we have to add constant, and that constant is R. So pi is equal to CRT, equation 2.39. Okay, here pi is the osmotic pressure and R is the gas constant. Now the molarity is given by mole per volume, so that I have that it is written pi is equal to N2 by V RT. Here V is the volume of a solution and liter contains N2 moles of the solute. If W2 gram is the solute or molar mass is M2, then mole can be replaced by W2 by M2, and that's why the function will be written as a pi V is equals to WRT upon M2. Instead of that, we can find the molecular mass, and molecular mass is equals to W2RT upon pi V. Thus, knowing the quantities W2, T, pi and V can be calculated molar mass of the solute. Okay, measurement of osmotic pressure provide another method of the determining molar mass of solute. This method is widely used to determine molar masses of proteins. So, the heavy molecules that cannot be determined by the previous methods because their solubility is less, and due to their heaviness, we are not able to get the actual idea in the elevation of the boiling point and depression of the freezing point, as well in vapor pressure. Okay, so that's why this pressure is this osmotic pressure is the best method to find out the molecular masses of proteins, polymers and other molecules. The osmotic pressure method has two advantage over the other methods, and which advantage? That is, it is written pressure measurement is around the room temperature and molarity in the solution is used instead of molality. As compared to other qualitative property, its magnitude is large even for very dilute solution. The technique is osmotic pressure for the determination of molar mass of solutes is particularly useful for the biomolecules they are generally not stable or at higher temperature, and polymers have poor solubility. Two solutions having some or same osmotic pressure at given temperature are called isotonic solution. Today we have learned that when such solutions are separated by semi-permeable membrane, no osmosis occurs between them. For example, the osmotic pressure associated with the fluid inside the blood cell is equivalent to that 0.9% mass by volume. I told you today the any sodium chloride solution has how many pressure? 0.9. And as well, listen this is the pressure of our RBC. So red blood corpuscle also having 0.9. Okay, so this is our thing. So called normal saline solution, and it is safe to inject in intravenously because this 0.9 NaCl solution is equivalent to that of the pressure of the blood, and that's why blood's corpuscle cannot be fatted out, and that's why we can directly inject this thing. Okay, now such a solution which has higher pressure are known as hypertonic, and which has lower pressures are known as hypotonic. That is also I have explained today. Okay, what is hypertonic and what is, so if the salt concentration is less than 0.9, then it is hypotonic, and if the concentration is below above 0.9, then it is known as hypertonic. વધારે concentration હોય તો hypertonic અને less concentration હોય તો hypotonic. That is our talk, and that calculation we will do in on a board. The phenomena mentioned in the beginning of the sections can be explained on the basis of osmosis. A raw mango placed in concentrated solution lose water via osmosis and shrivel into pickle. Okay, that is also wilted flowers revive when placed in fresh water. A carrot that has become limp because of water loss into the atmosphere can be placed into the water, making it firm once again. So when you are getting some such kind of limp carrot, તો તમારે એને લઈ લેવાના, સસ્તા મળતા હોય તો લઈ લેવાના, ઘરે લાવીને એને પાણીમાં મૂકી દો તો પાછા તાજા થઈ જશે પહેલા જેવા. સો દેટ ઇઝ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ. Okay, water will move into the cells through osmosis. When placed in water containing less than 0.9 mass volume, salt blood cells well due to flow of water in the by osmosis. People taking a lot of salt, slaty food experience water retention in tissue cells and intermolecular. તો તમારે જો બહુ એકદમ ડ્રાય કન્ડિશન હોય, નેચરની ડ્રાય કન્ડિશન હોય ને, ઇફ યુ વોન્ટ ટુ મેક ઇટ વેરી સિમ્પલ, અને જો તમારે બોડીમાંથી વોટર ઓછું થઈ જતું હોય તો તમારે સોલ્ટ વધારે ખાવું જોઈએ, જેથી એ વોટર આપણા બોડીમાં રિસેન્ડ કરે. ઓકે, ધ રિઝલ્ટિંગ puffiness of the swelling is called edema. So what is edema? The edema is nothing but when we are taking such kind of thing, then salty things, then we will not tired up. So this is known as edema. Water movement from soil into plants roots and subsequently into the upper portion of the plants is partially due to the osmosis. The prevention of meat by salting and of roots by adding sugar protects against the bacterial action. તો આ બધા બેક્ટેરિયલ એક્શનથી પણ બતાવી શકે છે. સો દેટ્સ વાય જે આપણે અઠાણું છે, અઠાણુંની અંદર ઓઇલ નાખીએ છીએ કે અંદર થોડોક મસાલો નાખી દઈએ છીએ, ડ્યુ ટુ દેટ બેક્ટેરિયા પંપ ના થાય અને વી કેન સેવ ધીસ પીકલ ઇન ફોર ધ લોંગર ટાઈમ. ઓકે, through the process of osmosis, a bacterium and salted meat or candied fruit lose water, survives and dies. The direction of osmosis can be reversed if pressure larger than the osmotic pressure is applied to the solution side. That is, now the pure solvent flows out of the solution through the semi-permeable membrane. This phenomenon is called reverse osmosis. Today I have explained. See here, one is salty water and another one is fresh water. Now salty water and fresh water are divided by this SPM, semi-permeable membrane. Okay, now here from piston we can increase the pressure, and due to that reason it will first equivalent osmotic pressure, fresh water નું અને salt water નું બંનેનું પ્રેશર ઇક્વલ થઈ જશે. પછી તમે વધારે હજુ જો પ્રેશર આપો તો ફ્રેશ વોટર બહાર પડવાનું ચાલુ થાય છે. And like this, the persons who are living in such desert area, they can get the saline water converted into the fresh water. The pressure required for a reverse osmosis is quite high. A workable porous membrane is a film of cellulose acetate placed over a suitable support. Cellulose acetate is permeable to water but impermeable to impurities and ions present in seawater. These days, many countries uses desalination plants to meet their potable water requirements. So this is also one interesting talk. Okay, in text question, and that all we will do in next video. So today we have learned these things on the board, and the rest people who were not attending this, from them I have kept this video. So from tomorrow, if you want to learn more, you have to enter in the class. Okay, thank you very much.